You there! Please! You have to help me.
She said I'd give power to those that eat me, but I'll be damned if I'll let anyone know.
Heaven forbid! What have I done to earn this cruel time gardener? A frequenter of the Prancing Seahorse, and it was she who gave me this ridiculous form. And I can do... Gorgeous young woman, a scholar, or so we thought. No one is allowed in there, except for certain high-placed officials such as Deodatus. To think, I bought her sweet rolls and flowers and called her Pussy. It is simply a place that no ordinary citizen can visit because it's where city records are kept. But among the papers are ancient sorceries, which is why I assume Ursula is so hell-bent on getting in. A gentleman's club on Lanelore Lane. Me and my buddies kind of use it as a bar, but it's really a gathering point for the male intellectuals of Alaroth. Yes? You'll help me? I can do that, Dragon Knight. Please do all...
A pumpkin. A bloody pumpkin. A man of my stature.
I hope no one knows what power one may receive when they eat me in this pumpkin form.
Ashraf's the name. Proud Prancing Seahorse card carrier. I take it you have heard of this exclusive club? Well, at least it used to be exclusive. Men only, you know. But then Ursula came. No one could resist her. We were all enchanted by her beauty. And now she has betrayed us. Turned me into a vegetable. That she's a vixen, a temptress who used us to gain... Actually, I don't really know what she wants. A harpy, that's Ursula. But what a behind, Dragon Knight. An irresistible behind. The behind a man would quest for. Yeah, show her no one messes with the Seahorse men. Yeah, lovely place, that. Right on Lanelore Lane. Best place to put up one's feet, down too much brandy, and forget all about the old ball and chain. Oh, yeah. Sure you have some old tossers running around as well. Scholars, they call themselves. But they leave us party-loving types alone. Ooh, yes? What? Fantastic! Just tell the door, open wide, and it will let you through. Not much. I never even saw them. Why I'm one of the three in charge of guarding its entrance is beyond me. Perhaps it's because we never leave the club unless there's another soirée at Madame Eve's. Divine praise you.
Oh, my word. Oh, my Lord, Dragon Knight.
There is a mystery here that needs solving. We must...
No, never again. I'll never... She turned them into vegetables, all three of them. Oh, my word, foul magic.
This is Ashraf's room. Ashraf really has to choose. He dotes over Ursula all the time. Only for you.
What's this? Seems she forgot to put one on courgette detail. You mustn't be a member of the club, then. Ha! Fine, thank you. Just call me Mr. Canvas. Now then, I warn you to watch out for Veggie Rays, because she might curse you as well. Ursula upstairs, she did it. Turned them into plants. But why? Couldn't tell you if you threatened to scrape my varnish. Oh, I don't know. Some girl. Normally you never see any women around here, though. She keeps on blabbing about the forbidden archives, but she's not allowed to visit them, and this magical mayhem may be how she's getting rid of peering eyes, and so force her way in. What, do you think I'm completely off the wall? I'm a work of art, and I shan't risk to be suckered into the shape of spinach. It is where the official records of the city are kept in the strictest of security, behind a magical barrier that protects its entrance. But don't think it's just a bunch of old paper detailing 50-year-old wheat stocks and Grisha cart parking fines. Alaroth is a city of wizards, after all, and the likes of Mardanius and Deodatus have long since stored their old and powerful incantations. An experiment gone wrong, hilarious, metaphysical, whatever you want to call it, really. Not as bad as you might think, though, this life. My conscience can freely roam the depicted land. Of course, if I look the other way, I see nothing but a big white void. It's a gentleman's club, a place where the scholars of Alaroth gather to share and improve their knowledge. That's true for the most part, but there's many a toff here as well. Welcome because of their heavy gold purses. That lot just comes here after being thrown out of Madame Eve's to laugh like hyenas and drink like fish. Civilized people, though, will find here one of the best libraries in Rivellon, a true hub of enlightenment. Sure, they always give me the...
This is Thomas's. Sad how Thomas spends so much time with a chap he doesn't even like.
That's bad for your...
Shiny.
Give me the three right. What is the second? What is the third? And that's that. You may pass.
Look at you. Lovely girl, aren't you? Now be gone before I have to...
How clever of me to enchant earrings. Subtle, yet so strengthening.
Really? I must have lost all charm dwelling among the infantile members of this so-called gentleman's club. Long have I had to endure that sex's petty attempts at seduction, yet a street dog in heat has more charm and finesse. Not that it matters anymore. I have what I came for, and all these prancing chauvinists can rot for all I care. A spell is why I am here. A very rare, very powerful spell that I knew was kept in these archives, untouched and forgotten. It bestows upon the caster untold authority, and with it I will come to rule a land far away from here, a land you have never heard of. So let us leave it at that. Go our own ways. My reign will not bother you, and your exploits will not bother me. Very well. Those cats will be vegetables no longer. I have had my fun with them after all. Thank you for your kindness. Please, accept this weapon as a token of my thanks. I shall now retire to my home and soon-to-be queendom.
Shiny.
Now be gone before I have to scar your pretty face. Witch? A woman who knows magic is automatically a witch? Bah! I've had it with such prejudiced logic. Long have I had to endure that sex is petty attempts at seduction, yet a street dog in heat has more charm and finesse. Not that it matters anymore. I have what I came for, and all these prancing chauvinists can rot for all I care. A spell is why I am here. A very rare, very powerful spell that I knew was kept in these archives, untouched and forgotten. It bestows upon the caster untold authority, and with it I will come to rule a land far away from here, a land you have never heard of. So let us leave it at that. Go our own ways. My reign will not bother you, and your exploits will not bother me. Foolish girl! Follow me then to my magic lair, and I will gladly remove your ignorant head from your pretty body. Come, little plaything. Catch me if you can.
Arise, my pet. My backpack is full as it is. That's way... too heavy. My backpack. Nice.
Good gods! What has happened here? I'm away for a few hours, and suddenly there's a Dragon Knight in the Forbidden...
Drain the knowledge from him, dragon. This is what we seek.
A witch? Surely you do not mean Ursula. Dear me, I never would have suspected. And she made it into the archives. I knew it was a bad idea to give the guard to those 3 yokels, but they insisted they could handle the responsibility. I hope for improvement, though I do not expect it. Ah, but let bygones be bygones. Thaddeus is the name, friend. At your service. Indeed she did. Zandelor sent her after the incarcerated spirit of a mage, Berlin. She came to me because I knew things of the history of Rivellon. History lost in many centuries, though I swore secrecy. I broke that vow in the light of what is happening to this city and this world. I know why he is imprisoned. He, Berlin, adept of the Damned One, and veteran of the Wizard Wars. They were apocalyptic battles that make the Great War seem to have been but a skirmish between a peasant and an ogre over the last bit of sausage. It was there that it all began. The incipience of the grand conflict that keeps tearing Rivellon apart. The struggle between the damned demon, his followers, and his opposition. You see, back then, and this was millennia ago, the race of wizards like Zandelor ruled the lands. Yet, for thus is the human soul, some tried to lay claim to even vaster power. They would awake the dark essence of a shadow beast, a denizen from untold dimensions of untold might. It was chaos itself, and it would destroy and create concurrently. But there were wizards who resisted, those who saw the catastrophe that would follow in the demon's wake, and so they banded together with the 7 primal races to form the First Council of 7, a fist against the worshippers of darkness. Over a century the battle lasted, and in the end the council won. Those wizards who had sided with chaos like Berlin were executed and their souls locked away in intricate dungeons. Their undoers swore they would never speak of them, so their blood-stained memory would be forgotten. And so they have. For no one, except you, I and the few wizards left, know this story. Alas, that the demon followers who came after the accursed Black Ring were of such ardent passion, for we all know the beast has roamed our world even as his original champions were rotting in their chains. The Lord of Chaos, the Demon of Lies, the Damned One, and now Damien. One day Chaos may reach his full potential. Yes, insofar that the human Damien is now the shell in which the Chaos Demon dwells and evolves. I do not know what you shall do should you find Berlin, but for the sake of all who are peace-loving in our land, I hope that you shall not act lightly. Oh yes, the true Lord of Chaos has not yet been freed. The Black Ring was never as strong as the wizards that once supported him, but they did succeed in kindling his spirit within that creature Damien, whereas yet it is but a flame waiting for conflagration. I don't know how that sinister design could be brought to reality, but never doubt he and his believers worked tirelessly to bring the demon about. I'll tell you what I told Rode.
Berlin is trapped in a cavern that lies deep beneath Alaroth, below the place where the Champion Academy now stands. He was guarded by a shield, the one taken by Zandalore to protect the city, and also by a curious lock of sorts that is still in place. To open it, one needs to place 5 orbs over 5 runes. The orbs are there, but you will not know where to place them. I have heard that there were 5 who had knowledge of which rune corresponds to what orb. Each of the 5 knew about one, not all, a secret entrusted to each one alone. Who these 5 were, I have not been able to uncover, but they all had a link to Alaroth, so maybe if you scour every inch of this town, you can track them down and so reach the one you seek. No, I haven't. She told me she wouldn't bother looking for the 5 rune lore carriers, but figure things out for herself. First, I don't see how that's possible, and second, she could barely have reached the academy before the dead arose and caused mayhem throughout the lower city. In truth, I fear the worst for her. I don't, not really. But perhaps they may have been of immense power and thus still alive. Perhaps they have descendants. And perhaps, and this I fear shall be the case, you will have to count on sheer serendipity to lead you to the clues you strive to find. Please do not breathe a word of what I have told you to anyone. This knowledge is secret and should remain so.
Another one to add to the collection.
Now you truly know who I am. What it is I desire. The damned one will rule even if I give you the divine in return. So, search for the 5. I know what tricks they play. Riddles all. Riddles and runes.
This parchment contains the incantation that will revert the spell Ursula put on the Seahorse trio. Prepare for ex-vegetable gratitude.
Away, carrot form! Long live the Dragon Knight!
Another one to add to the collection.